Hi Aquarius, welcome back. I'm Nan and this is Silky Intuitive. We want to talk about a special reading today for you. This reading I call an open-ended romance reading. Talks about deception. Those of us that have gone through relationships that were deeply embedded with deception. Now at the end of this reading, we're going to go over to Vimeo and throw a special companion reading for this. We're going to look at closure in this situation for Aquarius. That's, again, at the Vimeo link. I'll leave it down below. That'll be just shy of $1. They're short readings, but they do add an extra element. And if you want to take a look at that, you can go over to the Vimeo channel and do that. If you want a reading meant just for yourself, the Weebly link down below. That's where my website is at. Go take a look. Choose a reading and fill out the contact form. Tell me what you want, and I'll get back to you. Now let's get into your reading. Okay, Aquarius. Some of you are on a brand new road. You're either on that road heading in a new direction, or you're considering which way to go with someone when you know they're deceiving you. This is a knowledge that this person has been deceiving you. I started throwing these cards and I'm going, oh God, Aquarius, oh God, Aquarius, oh God, Aquarius. And then I come to the Seven of Swords. Right here, present day, thief in your surroundings. Someone who cannot be trusted. I hear somebody that cannot be trusted in the home. So for me, this really does speak of someone who is a thief or deceptive in some way. Now let me give you the list of cards we have, and we're going to start with the first row. In the first row, I have the Ace of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. Now to go with these three cards, I have the Letterato, the thinking man, a man who is quite successful with words, but whether he is a man of words or just a man of thought, he's learned. He knows what he's talking about. Next to it, the Reunion. And next to that, the Mercante. He waits for promising development. On whatever net he casts out, he has to have a profitable outcome or a successful outcome. So I think you're doing that. I think you are doing that. Between the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords, we've got all kinds of new things transpiring for us. Thought, words, communication, and finances, security, new ways of doing things, new ways of earning money. And then in the middle of these two very powerful ace energies, we have a choice, a decision, focusing on the things that you desire to bring into your life. The Two of Wands. That's that ultimate choice. You know, some of this shit is really painful. And some of these choices I don't want to have to make. But it needs to be done. So you've made the choice to walk a different path. And that choice may have been extremely painful for you, Aquarius. But you thought about it, and you put those things into action, and you're waiting for results to come in. And in the middle of that energy, you have this other energy, one thing coming in that is sort of elbowing their way back into your life. This may be somebody you've already released. Somebody's wanting to come back in. Now, in an open-ended romance, this can very well be this deceiver. I call him the deceiver-in-chief. The deceiver here is possibly wanting to come back in. And he's walking, he's looking. He's walking one way, but his head is turned. And he's looking at this marriage contract. He's looking at this agreement between two people that is connected, deeply connected to this Queen of Cups, this love situation. Now, this person is a liar. Because next to this, we have the Lenamika, the person that wears an artificial mask. She carries a knife. She's got a knife drawn, and she's pulled her mask off. So she is showing her hand. We know that this person, whoever it is, that we have successfully separated ourselves from, who wants to come back into our lives, is wearing a false face. They are not what they appear to be. Giovanni Fanciulla is the virgin, someone who is new at what they're doing, someone who takes a fresh step forward. Again, do any of you remember? I know I kind of do. Do you remember when you lost your virginity? How that felt? The newness? How it was scary on one hand and so fucking exhilarating on the other. You just wanted to run up and down the street expressing exactly what it is that you felt, because maybe this loss of this breaking of this life cherry. I mean, you're busting the fuck out of life's cherry here, Aquarius. You're breaking through. You'd even be looking at someone new to love. But this person wants to reunite who has not been honest, who has not been faithful, who maybe covers up their true desires. The leaving of this person is here as the presentation of the precious gift, the divine gift, the beautiful gift. For some of you, this is the gift of your freedom. But this person, this Lanamika, maybe showing their face again, man, woman, it's here as a woman, definitely doesn't have to be. This can be someone who's confused about their sexuality. She does wear a false face. So maybe you're dealing with someone, just offhand, who comes across as a heterosexual partner. But we have found out that person's secret. That person's secret be that they are bisexual or transsexual in one way or another. Maybe they're transgender and they're switching their gender. You're already aware, some of you, about the development around this person who may actually be confused about their own sexuality. And they're expecting you to reunite with them when they maybe can't even come to grips with their own deviations and their own sexuality issues. Now, in the next row, we have the Justice card, Two of Pentacles, and the Death card. Okay, a situation that is absolutely ending. And before I go through another definition, focus. I think my insides are shaking. Okay, I'm taking a moment to breathe. Deep breath. At the focus, we have the world, the completion of the cycle, the end of maybe unhappiness in order to walk a new path in life. I feel strong, very deeply, that some of my Aquariuses are going through a very powerful transformation of their own. They're moving away someone who was very boldly deceptive in their lives, as if they didn't even really care that they were bringing this sort of deception to someone. With the Justice, there's a freeing of that situation. And sometimes justice is cruel, and sometimes justice cuts, but it's justice for certain. We're two people, the choice to split this home or this situation in two because of one person's deceptive practices. And I don't have any real love energy, but there is love here. most closely related to this Queen of Cups energy. I'm going to call her an energy. She can be a person. But this contract is looking to be released. We go Ace of Swords, Hierophant, the actual contract, and Justice, the removal of the contract, the severing of the contract. That's coming up for some of you. The division of once was a two-person situation is now going to be a single-person situation because we have the Death card here. That actual transformation coming about for Aquarius. Now, we have the Sacerdote, the La Vecchia Signora, and La Costanza. This is a very long-standing arrangement here with this contract. This has been ongoing for a long time, where one person is absolutely releasing financially and mentally. There's a release here from this contract that touches everything in the spread. Secrets, because of secrets being kept in a long-standing relationship. Someone is finally coming into their own with La Costanza. This woman was once just stood still, because this represents someone who lived the life of a statue, still, void, cold, unmoving, but yet unshakable. And she's finally coming into her own with La Costanza. This spirit that was once left still and void and not even an object of affection. And this person is manifesting a brand new life. The transformation from nothing to something is all over this reading. Arising up and coming into your own after maybe feeling for a very long time that you were locked away from someone's secrets, that there were truths that were hidden. And so this says you're coming up out of that. You're coming up out of that cycle. This very old situation has been waiting for change, and the transformation is just in front of you, Aquarius. Keep your eye on that prize, because the transformation rides in on a white horse. The transformation, although it's been painful in some ways, it rides in new and strong and with courage and bravery, and looking at a more promising future. Look at these. We've got Two of Wands and Two of Pentacles connected to this contract. And then we have the severing of the contract and a person walking away from the contract with a brand new beginning. Even in finances, which is a really great energy to have. Now, let's take a look at Goddess Guidance for you. I forgot to throw these out before the reading. Goddess Guidance for you guys is purification. This keeps wanting to come out, and it finally made it. Coventina says it is time for a cleansing, detoxification of your body and mind. You know, some of you have gone through such a transformative experience. No wonder Spirit is saying, cleanse your mind, cleanse your body. You've got a brand new road to walk. You need to be free and clear of anything that might be toxic in your mind, in your heart, or in your physical system. It's time to purge and detoxify, because you've got really beautiful new energy coming at you, and you want to be fresh and new when all of this new stuff starts to happen. And James Van Prague's soul journey is change. How odd. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. Prepare for change, because with that change, we also have definite movement, and I see its positive transformation all the way around. If you can recognize this energy when it's wanting to come back, because I don't know why I'm here, why Michael just said barbarians at the gate, which tells me there is someone coming back into your life. They're wanting to walk your life past who does not have your best interest at heart. Now, okay, Aquarius, I'm going to finish this reading now, go over to Vimeo, and I'm going to do a reading that we're calling The Closure. The closure of an open-ended relationship romance with someone who is deceptive. Okay, there you go. I think that's what I've got for you. Until the next time, if you want a reading meant just for you, go to the Weebly website. And if you want even more than these little videos, I've got a whole bunch of them over at Vimeo. Life energy topics that I've produced for all signs on a variety of subjects. Go take a look. And until the next time, take care of yourself, one another, and peace.